Hi, my name is Jared, and this is Horror October. Yesterday, I recommended a monster movie for the ages, a bleak movie that will leave you shaking your head in disgust at the depravity of monsters and people. Today's recommendation also paints humanity in a bloody light, a movie written and directed by James Watkins called Eden Lake. Released in 2008, Eden Lake follows elementary school teacher Jenny Greengrass, and if I didn't know any better, I'd say that's a reference to the Devil's Lettuce, aka Reefer, aka Mary Jane, aka marijuana, but honestly, it's probably just some weird British thing I don't understand.
They're a hardy breed in these parts.
Well, the mother says we had to go anyway. We hadn't much a choice in the matter, but sure.
It's a cold journey to school this morning.
Oh, God, you wouldn't belong getting frostbite.
Jenny is played by the wonderful Kelly Riley, who is most well known for playing Watson's wife in the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes movies. She is joined by the always fantastic Michael Fassbender playing Jenny's boyfriend, Steve Taylor. Fassbender is one of my favorite actors who really shines when he's allowed to act in his native accent, on full display in this movie. The setup to Eden Lake is incredibly simple. Jenny and Steve are on their way to a remote lake in the English countryside, which, and you could probably guess this, is called Eden Lake. There they meet Adam, a young boy gathering insects for reasons. Adam is soon joined by a group of unruly, violent teenagers who start terrorizing Jenny and Steve in increasingly horrible ways. First, they dump insects into their food, they find their car tire damaged by a bottle, and then things only get worse from there. Eden Lake is the kind of movie that makes you embarrassed to be human, seeing the brutal, disturbing violence and knowing we as a species are more than capable of acting this bad, or worse, to each other. Eden Lake doesn't shy away from showing gore, but I certainly wouldn't call it a gore fest. The gore is more a byproduct of the fundamentally evil nature of the characters, rather than an end in and of itself. The result is a dizzying, terrifying spiral into the darkest recesses of the human soul, which is almost guaranteed to make you feel a bit queasy. Exactly like watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
It was good.
I like that you guys still go.
It's like we have to talk like really proper, like with this girl, and be like, I feel, or like instead of saying,
Did you have fun
you
on
did it
Christmas
because
Eve?
da da da. Like
I
you
felt
can't
like it
do,
wasn't as
mind
wild
readings, I have
as
to
it
say.
because
I'm
of
guessing
for
that you
me
did
it
this
usually is.
because I'm normally the one
Like,
who
I wanted to do, like, I'm
like
taking
instead
I mean,
of
it was
just
a
saying,
little
you
weird.
did it,
I think
Without spoiling too much, Eden Lake is an excellent horror film, accomplishing its goal of making the audience feel like shit incredibly well. A perfect way to continue the Horror October streak. Alright, that wraps up the recommendation for day number 5, and check back in tomorrow for a movie that pokes fun at children for being the disease-carrying walking viral vectors they are.